Hello, and welcome to my podcast, Empowered to Thrive. I'm so glad you joined me today. I'm your host, Corrine Powell. I help people pleasers find happiness, embrace courage, and experience peace of mind through inner child healing. If you're desperate for change and not sure how to make it happen, I'm here to guide you along the way. In this space, you'll find motivation to live a life full of joy and resilience. We will talk all things inner wellness, with spirituality interwoven at times. Being a mom to 3, parenting will be a topic of conversation for sure. So happy to have you. Enjoy today's episode. And I'm even standing outdoors in the middle of some beautiful fall foliage in Connecticut. The leaves are changing and it's gorgeous. And nature is something that helps me really connect with those things that are unseen, with a higher source, a divine source that is beautiful and natural and all around us. So let's talk about things spiritual. And sometimes it's hard when we can't measure something. We can't always see it, but yet we can feel it. And people speak of things spiritual, and sometimes they speak of them in such a definite, powerful, authoritative way. But if you yourself aren't connecting with what they're sharing, it can be very hard to catch the concepts. And so I'm just here to bring you my perspective. And even though I grew up in a very religious environment, an environment that was spiritual, but defined by a different set of guidelines than I personally define my life now, it set the tone for something, but I had to take it in the direction that was going to be authentic and true for me. And so I am, like, literally, as I stand here outdoors, I can feel the peace around me. I can feel the beauty and the tranquility. Like, it's just this place that even if there were a lot of things going on around me, sometimes when we look at what we're standing in the middle of, when we are outdoors, you'll see my post, and I talk about things like going and letting the sunshine hit your face, absorbing the sunlight. Why I say that is because it literally can shift something in your mind and in your body, and it can change the way your day is going. It can create a feeling of tranquility and peace and rest inside of your being. It can give you the energy that you needed to get through the next hour or the next part of your day. So I want to release that to you right now. I want to release peace to you. A feeling that is still and restful, not because everything around you is that way, but because you yourself are able to connect with peace, and you are able to grab a hold of something that steadies you. And that is a gift in the middle of our day, to be able to connect with peace and steady ourselves because of that peace. That can help you get through some of the most difficult moments. I've created a course that touches on these things. It's called Celebrate, because I feel like in the context of spirituality, we should be able to celebrate the things that are good in our life, the beauty, the connection with a spirit of unconditional love who is for you. There is a higher source, the greatest source of the universe, that wants you to know that you are significant, you are valuable. There is so much meaning to your life. You don't need to perform and do a certain number of things for there to have meaning to your life and value to your life. No, there is meaning and value because you are. When you were born, you held significance, you held value, and nothing can shake that off of you. I know that people's words sometimes speak against that. I know that people can say the cruel, harsh things that make us think we aren't valuable, we aren't significant, but it's simply not the truth. There is a high source, the highest source of unconditional love. And that source wants you to know that no matter where you are, no matter what you've done, you hold value. You are significant. And I'm here to share that with you because I also feel that over you. I know we may not have met, but I can confidently tell you that you are. You are significant. You are valuable. And there's meaning to your life. And that's why I love helping people to define their authentic self and to find what it is that they're passionate about so that they can start doing it, that they can align their life in a way that creates this momentum in them so that they're able to move in the direction they were always meant to go, that they're able to live as the person they were always meant to be. And I share that because that's what I found for myself. And that's what I want to help you to be able to find. So I release the peace to you that can steady you in the middle of whatever it is you're going through. And I also want to release joy to you, more joy than you've ever known. That you would sense even now a shift come to you, that you would feel a lightness and an energy around you that's causing you to feel this excitement inside of yourself. And you may not even know why it's there, but it's okay. You don't have to figure it out. Allow yourself to rest in it and to enjoy the feeling of delight, of excitement, of joy that you're supposed to get right now. You don't have to do anything to deserve it. You should get to feel good about yourself. You should get to feel good about life just because. Because there is a source of joy that's all around you. And you can pull from it. When I stand out in the middle of nature, I can feel that joy. There's no good reason for it except that. It's even easier to connect with things spiritual when you're out in natural beauty, because the highest source of unconditional love has made these things that are naturally around us, the trees, the grass, the flowers, the rocks that are shaped in all sorts of ways. These natural things are made for us to enjoy. So it's not that inside of a house I can't feel the peace and the joy, because I can. But outdoors, it's even just that much easier. So if you can, step outdoors. Make it a normal routine of yours. Get into a habit, a rhythm where you connect with nature. Step out, whether it's for 1 minute over your lunch break or in the morning or whenever it is. Let the sunlight fall on your face. Look up in the sky and see what's above you. Are there birds? Is there an eagle? Enjoy the clouds. This isn't some hocus pocus thing. It's real and it's tangible. And if you connect with it, I bet you'll be able to feel and experience some of the things that I'm talking about. So I hope that you are able to receive that peace and that joy, and that things start to shift for you today in your life. That the trajectory of things going forward starts to look brighter. That you're able to see the path to walk, and that you have courage rise up inside of you that you can take your next step, and then the step after that. I want to close out today's episode by thanking you for being here with me. We've made it to the end, and I hope what I shared has been helpful. If there is anything I've mentioned that you want to talk about in more depth, I would be so glad to connect with you. You can always find me on Instagram at change_radically, or go directly to my website, changeradically.com. Of course, within the show notes, there's other ways that you can connect with me. And if there is someone that you think would benefit from this podcast, please share it with them. To help my podcast get more growth and reach more people, please subscribe, review, and rate it. And until next week, I'm wishing you the very best.